Ladies and gentlemen, so we came out to the van a while ago. I'm here with the mother of Sachel. Ma'am, accept my sympathy. This is the grandmother and other relatives here. I mean, your worst nightmare, your worst nightmare,
Yeah.
your worst nightmare that you could ever imagine. But remember when I came here the last time and we spoke, what did I tell you? That the time that certain persons took to get us involved, it was too late. And this is so sad because let me tell you something with respect to the police officers involved. I'm just giving you a little information here, right? That the police officers requested a routine fueling to go and put gas in the car, in the police car. And they used a marked police vehicle, a fake number plate for an Aqua. That number plate on that vehicle is for an Aqua vehicle. They abducted the individual and a ransom was paid. The victim was able to see their faces. That was somebody was telling me. And the three officers involved, a 19-year-old and another man, and also a corporal is being questioned. A corporal is being questioned. Apparently the vehicle attached to Carney police station. So I don't know if my guy is running the video right now. Are you doing that? Hello? So it's really sad. I mean to say it's killers in uniform. And you really ask yourself, come back to me, you really ask yourself who you can really turn to now. Who you can really turn to now. You understand? So ma'am, how do you describe this?
Well, it's very painful. Well, it's a word that I can't even get to describe it, and very frightening, because still I am not sure of my family safety or myself safety, because where the police is involved, and also if there are other people involved. So I'm not feeling very safe for none of us.
Yeah, because I have other people involved. Because when Sachel boarded that car, that Friday, it's a Friday, right?
No,
The
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Who called the police and tell him that he was in that car? So that is another thing. So you're asking yourself who they acted with. They had to have somebody in the dance. And I will tell you this. This is terrible. But initially, when this happened, they didn't want to hear about Ian Allen. They didn't want to hear about, not her, you know, other persons. They didn't want to hear about Ian Allen. They didn't want to hear about this one. They want the kidnapping squad and whatnot. So, but nevertheless, today, I mean, I was even chatting with a guy who owns a hardware. And he said, that boy is so nice, eh? He said, come, he ordered his material. He paid the money. You understand? Nothing like trying, no kind of smart thing. Said the fella was just a nice fella. A couple of people that he did business, Sachel did business with, was telling. And up to this evening, before this evening, I was at studio downstairs and I met a hardware owner. I can't call the name of the hardware owner. He was telling me, he said, that is a real sad thing. He said the boy used to come and buy stuff by me, and real honest fella and thing. He make sure he pays his bill before the goods delivered, before the material delivered and whatnot. Say real honest. And I mean today, you have lost your son.
Yes.
All this. I mean, so I wonder how other persons feel today when they tell, now that it has come to this. And I can tell you this, if the right set of people had gotten involved when this had just happened, hours after, something would have been able to come out of this. But they hide the videos. The videos were hidden. Nobody couldn't get a video showing the police car. Nothing. Everything was like in the dark. It was no fault of the mother, it's no fault of the grandmother, it's no fault of the relative here. But everything was in the dark. So this is just terrible. What was your last moments you could remember you shared with Sachel?
My last moment with him, I had to cook for him and his workers.
Uh-huh.
And I remember he was walking out the door after he told me, well, he did ask me to do that. And he talked to my mom. He stayed a bit with her. And as he was going out through the door to go to the back, he said, Miss Lady, that's how he does sometimes when he has something to tell me. Now. And he just stopped. So I just smiled and I say, he has something to tell me and he tell me nothing, you know. So it's something like we share a relationship, me and all of my children, you know, that it always have a love between us. So it's nothing that I can say more than that, with the love that we have for each other.
Did you did you did you go to the pond where he was tied up?
No,
Did you go to the area
nobody took me there.
when you found out that a body was found in a shallow grave?
Yesterday evening, I found out that there was a body there, but wasn't sure it was him. But when they did the inquiry today that they went to forensic, this evening we got that they did tell them like they identified the boxers and the shorts the three-quarter pants that he had on, and even the hair that it looked like
Is
him.
that yeah? Right.
But it's that after that they came back home that they did the fingerprints, and before we had known, they had called us and tell us that okay, it is him. We saw it on I think it was
News here.
one of them,
Yeah.
yeah, one of the news. And then my daughter ended up calling them and say, how come we get nothing about it? Then they said they apologize. And that was it. So Monday, before they have to go to do back there, up there on Monday, to verify probably the cause of death or whatever.
That's real sad, you know. This is crime. Auntie, this is crime to another level, you know. These officers, if they should be charged, everybody want to see their faces, you know. This is crime to another level. But let it be known today that this incident involving these three officers, it is not a reflection of the police service. I have a lot of friends, a lot of friends who liaise with. They are great cops, they are great police officers. This is just the rogue element. These are just the rogue element. But that it is not a reflection. The behavior and the action by these people that abducted Sachel, it is it this is an isolated situation. It's a situation where a group of persons came together and decided to do this, ignoring their position as police officers. But it's not a reflection of the police service. In every organization, you will find the elements. In every organization, in politics, in church, in anything, you find the elements that the devil will use. But it's not a reflection of the police service because they are hardworking mothers and fathers and persons who try their best to do to protect and serve, and they love their job. But it's very unfortunate. It's an embarrassing time. This has embarrassed the police service, and this is crime to another level, another level. So those of you who are watching me now, I'm just going to show you the area, the video from me yesterday. Could you start running for me, please? Where the body was found. How long is that? You're the grandmother of Sachel. How do you describe this, ma'am?
I just can't get over this whole thing.
You in shock, huh?
Yeah, Sasha left by me Wednesday evening.
Uh-huh.
He always looked for me since his grandfather died.
Uh-huh.
And before that, he used to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And he tell me, Grandma going down the road. But he didn't left here with no vehicle. He went to the back. And the person that took him up is my brother's son and his wife.
His brother-in-law.
Yeah, his brother-in-law.
So a cousin,
And
your brother's son and the wife brother picked him up in their car.
yeah.
And that is where they were intercepted by the road elements, road police, using a fake number plate, a number plate that supposed to be an aqua number plate, an aqua vehicle, placed on a police vehicle. They told the seniors that they were going to put gas and pick up this boy. You ready? So you think, how you describe this with the police?
I don't know what to say about the police because I find they're not doing the right way. Whatever they're doing, they should know it's something wrong. When they took him up, and his brother called all the station, he was not in the station, but they say was a.
So they called the wrong looking for him.
They said it was a warrant they had up for him, and he said, well, that is what they say in the car, that he said was a warrant. And they tell him come out the car, and they just put the bracelet on his hand and take him away. But when they call all the stations, he was not there. So they didn't go and report that he was missing because they say the police who take him up, and they don't get that report already.
So no, you have to.
I think he know one of the police.
He know one of the police?
Yeah, he know one.
Well, if from Central, so they're familiar. I know them too, you know.
Well, that police used to go home by him.
Yeah, I know the police too. I know them. I know their faces. But you know, there was Mr. Allen, but you know, I know them from the area. So if I see a police car, you watch, you know, I wouldn't know them by name, but I know them from, you know them from Shagonas. They go say, nah, they're Shagonas fellas. Or you see a next police car, you say, nah, boy, them fellas, some nah. Them not from here, them not from Central Division. They tongue men. You understand? So now you're frightened now, auntie. You're frightened when police come and pick you up. You're the uncle?
Yes.
You ought to be frightened when police pick you up?
Of course.
You ought to be frightened now? You're scared? I don't know how we're going to regain that confidence after this. That's a terrible blow, you know. But just as I said, that these rogue elements, the handful of rogue elements, they have to be, you have to move them out of the police service. They must be removed. There's another level. But they can let go the boy. Huh?
Yeah, because they get money.
Because 500,000 was paid this Sunday. So where the Jamaican people? Where the Jamaican voice? Let me take a break. I'll come back with you. Yes, so I'm speaking with the grandmother, the uncle, the mother of Sachel. As you know, his body was found yesterday. But you know, it's a bigger picture. While we were on the break, we're just chatting and saying that who you're gonna trust. But I will tell you this, and I'm not calling you no grandmother because you are looking like no grandmother. You hear well done and thing, okay? You're not looking like no grandmother. But let me tell you something. I'll tell you this. If when this incident happened, within in the few hours after, if they had gotten the police and everybody involved, that boy would have been alive. I tell that on national television. I tell it in front of the grandmother, the uncle, sorry, the grandmother, the uncle, and the mother. I tell you that today. Because I tell you something, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't want you to vex with me. The 3 police officers, they want duty at the police station. They take up the car, and let me tell you something. Somebody there close to Alley was giving them ball by ball. Was giving them ball by ball. How the $500,000? Who make money? I don't know if it was one of your relatives. I don't know. I can't say. But I know your relatives, certain people in your family said, don't call Ian Alleyne, don't call police, don't call anti-kidnapping squad, don't call this one. We go handle it. It's only we could handle it. We could handle it. You understand? And that's crazy. And if they didn't act like that, he would have been alive. Because by the time those cars have GPS, right? By the time you check the CCTV on the highway, all with the car pass, no, for now they could do that. Car pass, so it passed by Jordan, it turned back and have CCTV cameras on the poles, right? There's government CCTV cameras. You would have known, but no. Family members say, nah, we don't want to Ian Alleyne. When they call them, hello, all they don't highlight nothing here. We can't get no picture. Don't highlight nothing. We don't want nothing to talk. Or they don't talk about that because here what? They're going to kill him. How you know they're going to kill him? So to the investigators, it have more than that. It have more than who you have right now. It have more than that. Don't just blame the police. Go down to the family and see who was part of that, who was part of his clip, his friends and them, who was transporting money and dropping money. See who was part of it. Because one of the police officers and him are good friends, you know. You know that? Yeah, one of the police officers in custody is good friend. So the family know the police officer, the friends know the police officer. $500 money. You can remember Sachel building supermarket, a big building right in Jordan. So you seen that this boy have money? He have money, but everybody knows Sachel is selling a little car. He trying. He working hard. He buy a piece of land. So maybe people jealous him, friends jealous him, family jealous him, and say, no, let me take him at 500. Let me take him at 500. But it didn't have to go like that. It didn't have to go like that. Because why you think everybody was stopping us? Because, and I keep telling all of this, the wicked flee when no man pursue them. They were just running, so they want nobody get involved. They want this, they want that. Don't talk. We are talking. I remember calling them, I hear them. Hey, we want to look on TV and thinking, don't put up that, don't kill him. Don't kill him. Somebody get abducted. Nobody didn't know a police car was used until after, you know. Nobody knew a police car was used. You know that? Sachel mother, nobody knew a police car was used, you know. Until after, long after, you know. Yeah, you knew that. But everybody else didn't know that. But it had people, because how these three officers knew to move this timing, everything. They were liaising with people around him. So even though we have the three officers, it have more people to get. An intense investigation must be done in this. More investigators have to come. Don't just say we get the three police. No, we here, or you have 4 police officers in our station. You separate them. The car belongs to Carney police station. No, that is not it. It have more people who acted in that. More players in that. More. I don't know if I don't know if apparently it's a relative or anyone who know everything. Ball by ball, she liaising with the kidnapper. He or she liaising with the kidnappers. Ball by ball, kidnapper calling. Kidnapper saying, what 500? They in an accent. They in a Jamaican accent. I not ask you. I still send out money. When I come and talk to her, because I know Listra. I know Listra for years now. When I come out and talk to her, I say, Listra, here, what's going on now? All they get profile life. Ask this boy what school he went to. And was the first time you ever went in a plane? And all we went. What year your grandfather died? Things like that, you understand? Your grandfather used to work. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Where buy your gold chain? Only certain people gonna know that. They ask him nothing, but money pass. That people was hungry to make sure pass the money, pass. They will let me come drop the money. What about the man who dropped the money? Everybody knew who was going on. It have more players in this, not just the police. It have more players. And as much as we want to deal with this, let me tell you something. We have to go inside more. You have to go in and see. You have to go in and see. You telling me your brother's son in the car and
His brother.
his wife, his girlfriend, wife, whoever, wife's brother in the car and just saw 100 cars passing on the road and them not to stop the exact car? Who tell them that? And who tell them at that time how everything was so orchestrated? Who was liaising with them? It had somebody. So not because we get the police, and the police are going to talk, they're going to talk. But they better talk. Somebody had to turn state witness. Somebody had to come out and say all the persons they liaise with. They have to come. Okay, if everybody going down, if one man going down, everybody had to go down. And I could tell you this straight, there are more people involved in this. And more people knew more than you and I. Enough people around you knew more than you and I. And look how it ended up today. This boy could have been alive. I tell you that today.
Yes.
Auntie, cousin, mother, this boy could have been alive. Let's show you believe me or you believe me.
I believe you because from the beginning I didn't agree with you are not knowing what the police had not knowing.
Nobody knew nothing. Nobody knew anything. So if they had come out and say, well, what let me do this, let me do it this way, let me do it that way, it would have never been like this. It would have never been like this. Huh? It have people, and I tell you this, whether you like it or not, everybody who was part of this, who's accessory to this murder, accessory, who help, who call, who lays, they should get locked up.
Yeah.
Let the chips fall wherever it is. Let's show you agree with me, you don't agree with me. Yeah? If it be family, if it be auntie, if it be cousin, lock up the tail. Lock up the tail. And today we call on the commissioner of police. This is your time, ma'am. This is your time, ma'am. The public have to regain that confidence. We got a bad blow here today with persons who are police officers in custody. But I'm telling you, on national television, it's them alone. It's that person in the family who was liaising with the police. It's that person who afraid. Imagine. Yeah, big abduction going on, and don't call police, don't tell nobody, or kill that now, we go deal with that, so then you have to be part of it. Look, Sachel gone, and you still, it's not to cover again, enough. Wherever you know, go and tell the police. Wherever all you know, tell the police. Whoever all you suspect, tell the police. The police came by you and talk to you again, or they come?
Nobody came.
Well, let's see, the police, all they should have done that already. Not because we have persons in custody, officers in custody. It's not them alone. Them didn't act it alone. And you see, that is our problem. Sometimes you see a car picking up drugs. You see a car, but you have to understand where that car going. If you intercept the car with the drugs, yeah, you get emotional, but don't intercept no car. Leave it and see where the car going. Leave it and see where it going, who it going and pick up, which house they going by. Give them a couple of days, let it rile up. So when you're cleaning up, you're making a big sweep. Police officers should have been liaising with her, liaising with the grandmother, liaising with different family, going and do this, going and do that. Not because they say, well, because the approach is like, it's done here, but it's done. Because you want justice. Because the police officers didn't act alone. Them didn't act alone. Who was your relative play voice note for you? 500,000 spent. Where that money come from? You understand? All kind of questions have to be asked. This need more investigation. Not a matter, well, it done. Well, it done. Auntie, it done. Police get hold. No. I don't believe that. You agree with me? You agree with me?
Yes, I agree with you. Make further investigation. You need to be more come out and I want justice and more serious investigation. Not only that sitting along. We want
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we're gonna keep you posted, ladies and gentlemen, on this incident here. And we're gonna take a fast break. And this is what I am saying. That up to me, are sweeping this place. Are sweeping because the police officers didn't act alone. They didn't act alone. I need to know I need to get the contact. I need to know the cell they were operating from. I need to know who they were liaising with in the family. Which friend of Sachel they were liaising with. And anybody who has information, let me tell you, once I get information, I know who to pass it on to. Just how we dealt with the woman who picked up the 2 children taken from the home. Just how we dealt with on Wednesday with the woman who child was beaten badly with black eye and blood coming out the mouth and whatnot. And just to let you know, that child fighting for his life, for her life right now at the hospital. Child taken, 3 persons in custody. You gotta mash up everybody when these things happen. You gotta mash up everybody. It are no feelings. Because these police officers that are in custody, they were liaising with people inside. They were liaising with people around Sachel. I don't know if it's family members. I don't know wherever. Let me tell you something. You can't feel sorry for nobody, you know. All you can't feel sorry for nobody, you know. Wherever the chips fall, how you lay your bed is so you're gonna lie on it. Yeah, I not feeling for no I not feel sorry for no police, you know. I know that, but me I feel sorry for them. How you lay your bed is so you lie on it. Nobody ever tell you to do that and embarrass yourself, so you know. Your whole life done there. So again, we are calling for a further investigation. So I'm going to take a fast break. I'm not in studio. I'm going to take a fast break. And when we come back, I'll go back to the interview in the hospital with Ivan Peters. Just to let you, there is a guy who thought was slim, the taxi driver. It's terrible for taxi drivers who going out there to work and all by busy corner, all by tongue taxi, by sand. It's terrible. There are people watching and you have to be careful. So go to my website, AlleyneLiveStreamYoutubeToday. My website is up right now, AlleyneLiveStreamYoutubeToday. No username, no password. And we will keep you posted. Send me whatever information anonymously. When after this last break, when it comes back, we're going straight to that interview. And remember, we don't stop at 7. Yeah? We don't stop at 7. We don't end at 7. We continue till 15:15. Okay? And I'm happy that I spoke with the grandmother, the uncle, the mother, but not under these circumstances. You know why? You know why this bothered me and I decided to come back here? This could have been avoided. This did not reach so far. They'd have beat him up, hit him some handcuff, and throw him out some because they know if they kill him, the whole thing done. But they was too greedy for money because they was playing for 500,000. They wanted that money. They wanted that money. So these people and them in custody, of course, they might be players, but it have more than that. It have more than that. It have more than that. And this investigation has to go deeper. And we are calling here. I'm calling on the mother who's grieving, the uncle who's grieving, the grandmother who's grieving. I'm calling on behalf of them to tell the police that we want an intense investigation. We want a further investigation into this. The rogue elements has no place in the TTPS. But beside that, who were the rogue elements liaising with in connection with Sachel? It had to be somebody. Yes. It had to be somebody. It had to be somebody. Said, why I'm knocking this? I want to get this point. More people have to get locked up. This is Ian Allen. Let's take a break. Thank you.